Yeah. Oh, we're on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here live. It took a little while, but we got it. Russ, take it away.
Gregory Eugene Peters will confirm with some people out there maybe that they can hear us, not hear us, and somebody could shoot a text.
Yeah, we're good.
We're on, says
Yep,
Ariel. So
we're
good.
on.
We're good. Hey, sorry about that, folks. Call it technical difficulties, Greg.
Wildcats up 14-10 with 9:46 left in the first half.
All right. Sorry for the interruption and delay of getting the game to you, but we're live here, and Jackson Notek's bringing it down the other way for the Wildcats. Aaron Belargin. Here's Peyton Flood, far side. Three-point shot up for Ponyboy. Won't go. Battle for the rebound. Foul on Belargin. Greg, on the floor for the Huskies, we have number 3, Dalton Banks. Number 2, Jack Crone. Number 32, Noah Hansen. Number 24 is Tucker Dillon. And the big guy in the middle looks like Nick Thompson, number 44. Wildcats on the floor, Belargin, Terrell, Notek, Peyton Flood, and Zach Johnson in the game. Right now, Wildcats lead 14-10. Greg, glad to have you on the headset, the camera, and everything else going on.
Glad to be here, Russ.
We don't know we're talented enough to bring you the score on the screen, but we'll just tell it to you often. How's that sound?
There you go. I'll say the score plenty of times. Notek for 3 off the front of the iron. Wildcats with the rebound.
Belargin gathers it up, misses the gimme underneath. Huskies pushing it up. 3-point shot up. Number 32, a little long, no good. Battle for the rebound. Off the Huskies, it'll come back to the Wildcats. Peyton Flood earned his starting position tonight. In the game for the Huskies, number 22, Bennett Mayer. And Dalton Banks will get a rest. Here's Peyton Flood playing out top. Gives it to Terrell. Looking inside for Notek, can't get it to him. Huskies playing man-to-man. Zach Johnson, drive, picks it up, kicks it out. Wildcats showing good patience. Ooh, Belargin cutting. There's the pass underneath, skip pass, lost control, went over the end line, ball out of bounds to the Huskies. Number 32, Noah Hansen will take it out. Back in the game is number 5, Jalen Williams, 6'4", senior for the Huskies.
I had a chance to talk with head coach Zach Campbell before the game today, and he said it was very imperative that the Wildcats got out of the gate early. The first 5 minutes was going to set the tempo for this game, and the Wildcats so far, so good.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for doing the recon there with Coach Campbell. I had texted him, and he said, I gave everything to Greg Peters, and I said,
he did.
Better person to give it to, and Jalen Williams shows his athletic ability, misses his first shot, follows it up, banks it in, cuts the lead to 2. Wildcats 14, Huskies 12. Wildcats with the ball. Belargin looking far side, being guarded by Williams. Belargin will drive right, pull it back out. Out top, Peyton Flood. Notek being guarded by number 32, Noah Hansen. And Hansen playing pretty tight defense. I think he's called for a holding foul.
Well, Coach Campbell said that the Huskies have 3 players that they're going to play in college after this year, and there's a sophomore. His last name is Banks, and he's already getting looks from D1 colleges. So, and the favorite team to win the conference, and they've got some horses.
And there's your defense right there. The sophomore you talked about, Dalton Banks, comes out of there with a steal, and we got a travel on Crone. Jack Crone took a step before he put the ball down. And in the game for the Wildcats is number 5, Adam Fireisen. Adam Fireisen had a heck of a game last couple weeks ago at home against the St. Paul Highland Park Scots. He was player of the game, Gregory, and I don't know if you saw the interview, but I asked him a couple questions as to if him and cousin JP are playing a game of horse, who wins.
I heard that. He said he would.
And then I asked, how about the harder fastball? He goes, still me.
Yeah. I don't believe that just quite yet.
No, I don't know.
But seeing's believing. Good
moxie, though.
I like the moxie on the kid.
Yeah, I do, too.
Number 5 is alive.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, for some of the fans out there that don't know about setting the cube up, sometimes it gets a little frustrating on the.
Yeah. We had to dial back into the studio the Dallas Street studio in River Falls, and Kevin Westhouse talked us through a little bit. He said he was maybe to the point of being no assistance, but he came through, and here come the Wildcats after the timeout, leading 14-12, and the Huskies have shifted into a little zone here. Looks like a 1-3-1, and Banks with a near steal knocks it out of bounds. That is Dalton Banks, number 3, the sophomore you talked about, Greg.
Coach Campbell said that typically the Huskies will play man-to-man throughout the game, but once in a while they'll switch it up and throw a different little zone at you for about 3 or 4 possessions and then go back to man.
And that's just what they did there on the inbound after the timeout. They shifted to zone, but right back into man-to-man. And Dalton Banks is drawing the task of guarding Jackson Notek, and he's sticking to him like fly paper right now.
Jackson Notek averaging just under 25 points a game on the young season for the Wildcats.
Notek, nice entry into Spafford. Spafford gets the bunny. 4-point Wildcat lead. Good ball movement. Great pass, Jackson Notek. Here come the Huskies trying to answer. Here's Crone. He'll give it to Noah Hansen. Ball knocked around. It'll stay with the Huskies.
Noah Hansen's averaging just under 9 3-point attempts per game. He has been known to shoot from any place, any time, and anywhere. If he steps in the building, he's open.
He's open. He's in range. Huskies trying to inbound. A good defense there by the Wildcats. Here's Crone. Far side Williams. Here's Banks out top being guarded by Fireheisen. He'll drive in the lane. Little runner up and in, and they call the foul on Adam Fireheisen. Dalton Banks, a sophomore drive, pull up. Little floating runner shot there. Got to go. Drew the foul first on Fireheisen. That is the 6th team foul for the Wildcats with only 1 on the home team Huskies. I hope at halftime I don't have to use my emphatic cry to even it up stripes.
Yeah.
Battle for the rebound, missed free throw, ball out of bounds. It'll go to the Wildcats, and it looks like the Huskies are going to extend to that pressure defense, the length of the court. Back in the game for the Wildcats is number 3, Mike Vitt, 5'10" junior.
1-2-1-1 full court press for them.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the doghouse, as the sign says right there on my whoops.
Wildcats, no problem breaking the press, bring it down, now setting up their offense, but large and far side. Here's Notek around the top, looking to take it on Banks. Banks pretty quick, going to play good defense. Ball knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cats.
16-14, Wildcats in the lead by 2.
5:50 to go in the opening half. Vitt going to inbound it, gets it to Fireheisen. Here's Spafford out. 3-point line extended. Here's Vitt looking inside. Wildcats showing good patience. Huskies sticking man-to-man. Vitt drives in the lane, backs it out. Entry pass, Notek, ball knocked around, stolen away by Banks, and here come the Huskies the other way. He'll push it length of the court, kick it back out. He's fouled on the drive.
Foul's on the floor, Russ.
That'll put him to the line for a 1-and-1. Peyton Flood coming back in the game for the Wildcats, number 11. Out will go Mike Vitt. Dalton Banks, free throw line. First of the 1-and-1 is up and good. He'll earn the second. 1-point lead, Wildcats.
Huskies favored to win the Big Rivers Conference this year, Russ. They're currently 4-0 on the season.
And he completes both. And it's a tie ball game. There's that full court pressure. Wildcats seem to handle it okay the previous possession. Showing good patience. They get it across to Spafford. Flood. Here's Fireisen. Ball stolen by Crone. Flood pass stolen. Crone layup. 2-point lead, Huskies. And the Huskies are looking to press the tempo here a little bit. They like the up and down game. A lot of pretty athletic squad, it appears. There's Flood. Errant pass over the top of Fireisen, out of bounds. And ball back to Huskies, looking to extend their 2-point lead. Eau Claire North currently 2-0 in conference. Wildcats are 2-1 coming into this game. There's Hansen, dish it around. There's Crone, top of the key. He'll drive down the lane. Strong drive, little runner up and under. Good. Jack Crone, the senior, takes it to the hole and converts, and it's a 4-point Husky lead. About 4 minutes to go here in the opening stanza. Wildcats showing better patience here. Flood, entry pass, gets it to Notek. Dish Spafford, bucket, up and under, good. Jackson Notek, assist. Ryan Spafford, bucket. And here's Banks. He'll bring it back out to Noah Hansen.
Last basket by Crone, he was picked by the BRC coaches as first team all-conference.
And there's your man that you talked about, Greg. Noah Hansen fires up a tray and he knocks it down, and it's a 5-point Husky lead. Jack Crone, that's a name very familiar here to Eau Claire North basketball. Gregory, I remember him, probably his brother, I would assume, a few years ago. Nice entry pass, Belargin. He's got Crone under the basket, up and under. Aaron Belargin.
Nice bucket. Strong move. Strong move down low by Belargin.
Absolutely. Good entry pass, Adam Fireisen. Belargin, strong kid. When he got Crone underneath, it looked like a good matchup for him. Here's Banks driving, ball knocked away. Peyton Flood out of there with it. Dish pass, Fireisen. Count it. And a nice couple possessions by the Wildcats. Good defense, gets a steal. Cut that lead to 1. Eau Claire North Huskies 23, your River Falls Wildcats 22. And there's Crone. Got away with maybe a little extension of the arm to hold off Belargin, and he gets the one-handed
nice
runner.
Work. He thought might have got a little bit away, but nice use of the body there.
Yeah, Crone. Absolutely. Notek will fire a 3. It's up off the back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound, Ryan Spafford.
Great hustle by Spafford.
And there's Belargin. Tried to convert, can't get it. Noah Hansen with the rebound, and here come the Huskies. There's the sophomore, Banks. Count it. Dalton Banks, 6'1" sophomore, knocks it down, and it's a 6-point Husky lead. Fireisen saves his dribble. Errant pass. Hansen comes away with it. Here's Banks the other way. Got away with it. Tip by Williams, no good. Battle around. Wildcats appear to have it. A little scrum there. Notek out of there with it. He'll drive down the lane, spin, up and under. And we got a hold on the ground. Coach Todd Marks of the Huskies, not sure about that call.
28-22. Eau Claire North over the Huskies by 6. Minute 47 left in the first half. Wildcats 7 team fouls. Eau Claire North 2 team fouls. Wildcat ball under the basket, Russ.
Back in the game for the Wildcats is freshman Zach Johnson. He receives inbound pass, tries a right-handed shot up, knocked away, battle for it, jump ball. And it looks like it'll stay with the Wildcats. Taylor Terrell back in the game as well for the Wildcats. In the game for the Huskies, number 4, Ashton Kallstrom, another sophomore. And Jack Crone back in the game. And entry pass stolen by Crone. Lazy bounce pass to a breaking Hansen, stolen away by Peyton Flood, and here come the Wildcats back trying to answer. Cut into that 6-point lead. Here's Zach Johnson. Terrell way out top. Pass near steal by Banks. Notak with a three-pointer won't go. Battle for the rebound. We got a push underneath. And I think that's on number 32, Noah Hansen. And yes, it is. Wildcat entry. There's Taylor Terrell. Count it. Shot looked good. Knocked it down. I talked to his dad before the game. His dad said, chew him out on the cube tonight if he doesn't shoot. And I said, I don't think we have any problem with that.
No chewing necessary.
No.
Taylor Terrell tickling the twine.
Yes, he was. His dad said he's not shot well the last couple games, but the last game I saw, he shot lights out, and there's a strong drive there by the sophomore Dalton Banks for the Huskies. Extend the lead to 5:40 seconds to go in the first half. Wildcats going to work it around. Let's see if they're going to go for the final shot here. No, the entry pass right into Fireheisen. Good recognition of the matchup.
Yeah. Wildcats moving the ball real well on offense, Russ.
You bet. You got Adam Fireheisen, 6'2", being guarded by 5'8", Ashton Kallstrom. Good recognition by the Wildcat team there. Coach Campbell getting Fireheisen posted up. Count it. Huskies going to go for the final shot. 15 seconds to go. Jack Crone dribbling it around right inside half court. Being guarded by the freshman, Zach Johnson. They got a switch. There's Banks. Long three-pointer won't go. Battle for the rebound. Out of there with it. Kallstrom comes up. And that'll end the half. So 1 half in the books here at Eau Claire North High School, the Dog Pound, the Dog House, I guess it is. I'm sorry, Greg.
Dog Pound's okay, too.
Yeah, we'll give it. Here in the Dog House, the Huskies at home lead the River Falls Wildcats by 3 at halftime, 30-27.
Russ, what do you think of that shot right there? That's high quality.
That's pretty darn
good. That's high quality camera work.
Yes, it is. Yeah. That could get you probably top video clip on the Cube this week.
It could.
I would say top 3.
Charter Bank, I've never heard of them. Have you?
I have heard of Charter Bank. Yes, I have. They're pretty popular here in the
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics.
Mega Holiday.
I suppose we probably could say thanks to our sponsor.
Yes, we sure could. Let's do this.
While we're thanks to our sponsor,
recognizing everybody else
for the whole season.
There you go. First National Bank, River Falls.
Well, let's get the
thank you, everybody.
Santa. Look at this, Russ.
Absolutely. Here we go. We got the Eau Claire North Husky dance team going to do a little holiday,
little entertainment for the fans. Well, wherever you are.
Yeah, we probably still have some shout outs. I'm sure we got.
It's Christmas season, no matter where you're at, really. Or holiday season.
I like Christmas.
Santa Claus is coming to Eau Claire.
And yes, he is. We're hoping he comes to River Falls, too.
Well, I tell you what, the Wildcats started out just like Zach Campbell wanted them to.
Yeah.
When he and I spoke earlier today, he said if we can get out and get ahead to start the game and run our tempo and our style of game, he said Eau Claire North. Now it didn't look like it a ton, but he said they like to slow it down and run their set offense.
Mm-hmm.
They sort of threw a little curveball because they were the ones trying to push it full court.
Boy, that's what it seemed like to me. Yeah. They wanted that up-tempo game.
It gave us a little bit of trouble, but we've, for the most part, minus a couple of bad passes, River Falls is right in this game with the team that's picked to win the conference championship this year, preseason anyway.
Yeah.
And so far this season, they've proved just that. They've been winning some ball games.
River Falls is going to be as athletic and as deep a team as you'll probably see in the Big Rivers Conference. Greg, were you at the Rice Lake game last Friday?
Yes, I was. We cubed it.
That's right. I was not able to make that one due to a family obligation. But
you were there in spirit with us.
I was there in spirit. I was with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we stopped in Potskin on the way home. Had some dinner.
Did you?
Yeah.
And what was your thoughts on the Rice Lake Warriors? Because I believe they're one of the top-ranked, top-touted teams in the Big Rivers as well, along with Eau Claire North.
Well,
How'd that game go?
I could tell you. Rice Lake was absolutely on fire. I don't have the exact percentages, but they shot the ball extremely well. River Falls shot, I would say they were below average.
Okay.
I think we actually were counting it up. Fred Barr City took statistics when he was doing the I'm good, thanks. Fred Barr took the shot statistics. His makes were good, but I think he missed a lot of misses. We won't get on Fred too bad for that, Russ. But I think River Falls shot somewhere around the 38% for the night.
Okay.
And the Warriors from Rice Lake had to have been well over 50.
Yeah, that's tough to come out of there with a win if they shot that well.
And the other thing Rice Lake did very well, they did a full court zone press, and we kept, we'd throw it into the corner quite a few times, and right off the bat, and we had a lot of turnovers on the press.
Okay.
And that's maybe why North came out and put a press on us, because we had a lot of problems with it at Rice Lake.
Okay. That's a typical Rice Lake tempo. They like to keep the pressure the entire game and try to force that, and apparently it worked against the Wildcats, huh? Yeah,
but we're doing a very good job tonight, Russ, getting the ball down low and taking advantage of some of the some of the height discrepancies that we have in favor of us.
Yeah.
You mentioned at one time with Adam Feiereisen had probably about a 5, 6, 7 inch advantage on the guy that's guarding him.
Yeah, he did. The North Huskies brought in Ashton Kallstrom, 5'8".
I'm impressed with Jack Crone. Is it Crone?
Crone. Jack Crone.
He's a good player.
Yeah, very good. Pretty solid team. Getting a little more recon, a little more info from Ariel Levestruz. Ariel,
what's he got to say?
He reminded me that in last season's final game for the North Huskies, it was actually in the playoffs versus the Division I state champion Stevens Point Pointers, and the Huskies had a lead in the second half, a double-digit lead, and they lost. And Point went on to win the Division I Wisconsin state basketball title last year.
Well, and they have 3 of their 4 leading scorers are back this year, so that'll tell you a little something about that.
Yeah,
and actually, one of the seniors that did graduate plays for the Falcons of UWRF.
Oh,
little known fact.
Who's that? Do you know?
Let me see this on the sheet.
Oh, that's Austin Werdine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only made it to one Falcon game this year, and I must have missed Mr. Austin being on the bench there with the team. Got the Eau Claire North Husky Pep Band. Small but mighty. You went back to that shot. I like that shot you got on the camera there, Greg. That's solid. Yeah. We'll give another shout out here at halftime to our friends at First National Bank of River Falls, Jeff Johnson. Bo Herstein, I would probably venture to guess, is dialed into the cube.
Well,
back in River Falls.
If he wasn't dog cussing us earlier, but he said Bo said he had some family duties. He was playing taxi tonight, driving kids around to basketball practice.
Yeah, that'll happen.
We had Russ. It takes a village to raise a family. I had Coach Mark Babler drove my 7th grader to basketball practice to and from tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks to Mark Babler.
You bet.
As if he didn't have enough to do coaching the team, he's also driving kids around.
Taxi.
Yeah.
That's good though, Greg. Once again, folks at home, wherever you're listening, I think we probably have some of the Johnson family spread out throughout the country. Brother in Oklahoma, Stillwater, Oklahoma. I believe his name is Brad. I'll just ask Brad, are you cheering for the Oklahoma Sooners in that NCAA college football playoff, or probably not? I'm seeing he's an Oklahoma State Cowboy.
Oh,
I'm going to guess he's going for the Bulldogs.
They're Georgia.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Georgia Bulldogs will face the Oklahoma Sooners. And the Alabama Crimson Tide got in over the Ohio State Buckeyes. which seemed like,
taking on the Clemson Tigers.
and those appear to be two really good matchups on New Year's Day.
I think it's no secret to fans around in and around River Falls that Russell Blasius is a big fan of Boomer Sooner.
Had my first trip to Norman, Oklahoma this year, Greg.
They said, how was it?
Fantastic.
Did you guys get a little tailgating in too? And
We did. They do it well in Oklahoma.
Oh, I bet.
In Norman.
I bet.
Good experience.
You know who also is from Oklahoma
Who's that?
that works at Wisconsin Credit Union? Mary Qualls.
Yeah. Mary, also
Mary.
an Oklahoma State cowboy,
Oh,
cowgirl.
She's OSU.
Yeah. I think they also had some, Jeff Johnson and family had some family members in Florida. I think down by La Crosse, maybe other parts of Wisconsin. Welcome. I'm sorry I don't have that in front of me tonight, but Zach Campbell's brother. Zach said his brother typically dials us in out in Los Angeles, California.
Well, I tell you what, anybody listening out there, if you want a shout out or a shout out to anybody, text the shout out to 715-307-2360. Once again, 715-307-2360. Russ, I have an Oklahoma Sooner trivia question.
All right.
For anybody out there.
Let's see if we can
text your
get it.
answer. We'll give you, and I don't even need his permission because he came here to help us set this up and he failed. So we're going to give away a 6-person kayak trip, courtesy of River Guide Kayaks, to the first person that can text the correct answer to 715-307-2360.
And the question is?
Name the Oklahoma Sooner running back that was drafted in the first round in 2007. The Oklahoma Sooner running back that was drafted in the first round of the NFL draft in 2007.
All right. There you go, folks.
City Administrator Scott Simpson said they were watching at home in River Falls.
Don't be afraid to go out there on the cube and give us a like.
Go Cats. Go Cats from the Simpson household.
We'll take likes, won't we, Greg?
Scott Simpson had a pretty cool little story. You'll see it in this Thursday's River Falls Journal. Good story about Turnkey.
All right.
And
nice.
3 Square Market out there is a good little partnership they have with some of the youth sports programs.
Okay.
It's
Good.
You have to go to the River Falls Journal on Thursday and check that story out.
Yeah.
It's the out and left field column, Russ.
I'm going to look it up. And we're ready for basketball here in the second half. The Huskies will control the opening possession. There's Williams to Crone. There's Hansen on the far side. Wildcats staying man-to-man. And there is Dalton Banks being guarded by Ryan Spafford. Jalen Williams back out to Banks. Banks will drive on Spafford. Dish pass to Tucker Dillon, and he's a recipient of a layup. And it's a 5-point Husky lead at 32-27 early in the second half. And the Wildcats figure we're going to keep the press on and see if we can't force a few more River Falls turnovers. They handle it well there. There's a reach-in foul on Dalton Banks as Peyton Ponyboy Flood drove to the bucket on the right side.
Ponyboy, that is a great nickname.
You just got to look up that
I've
movie.
seen,
You've seen it
numerous times.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tori Prigge texting in with the winner first, just ahead of Aaron Cudd. The correct answer, of course, was Oklahoma Sooner Adrian Peterson.
Yes,
drafted by the Vikings 7th overall in the first round, out of none other than Oklahoma Boomer Sooner.
Boomer Sooner, Norman, Oklahoma.
Russ's favorite college football team.
And right behind them is the Wisconsin Badgers. Here's Crone bringing it up. Turnover by the Wildcats. Huskies trying to extend their 5-point lead. Here's Banks out top. Little weave on the top and then cutting back door. Here's Crone. Banks will drive. Little runner up off the glass. Gets the soft bounce and in.
Boy, Banks is quick, isn't he?
Yes, he is. They get to the basket in a hurry, and there's a pass stolen away. Crone, dish, Banks, no good, misses the gimme. And here come the Wildcats back the other way. Adam Feiereisen, 7-point Husky lead. Errant pass to Vitt, a little out of reach,
yeah.
Ball out of bounds. And Coach Campbell wants to call a timeout.
34-27. Not sure if the fans can hear Coach Campbell down there, but he has got the volume turned up in the huddle.
Well, I think he's tired of those lazy passes and turnovers. That
they're
unforced. That was unforced.
Not taking care of the ball.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to raise the volume to get your point across, and I think he did that.
I think he reached that point. So
he quieted down there because the whole gym.
It's kind of an interesting setup here to how the crowd positions themselves here, Greg. You got most Husky fans over on the far side. You got some of them here down to in front of us and to the left as well, and then the River Falls Wildcats are off to our right. So after the timeout, the Huskies will have possession, looking to extend their 7-point lead. 16:25 to go here in the second period. I'm Russ Blasius alongside Greg Peters. Greg, good to have you here tonight. Good that we finally got things up and running after a little struggle with our setup and production. But
well, I laid down the gauntlet again with Kaylee and Rob about the views for the girls are playing in Eau Claire here, playing Memorial right now.
Dalton Banks, step back jump shot, count it.
I wouldn't think Mike would do it, but he may have sabotaged us on purpose.
See,
because he left and we got it going.
I'm beginning to maybe have a little suspicion of that.
There's a little strategery.
Yeah,
with that Kaylee kid.
Is he part Russian?
Well,
and here come the Wildcats. Vitt gets it across the line, pass over to Flood. Skip pass knocked away by Jalen Williams. The Husky team pretty athletic, Greg. They get back, even though it appeared we had numbers there. Good idea by Peyton Flood, just knocked away by Jalen Williams. Good athletic move. Here's Feiereisen being trapped out top. Gets away with it. There's Vitt, 3-point shot up. No good. Notek, strong rebound and put back. Count it.
That was good ball movement by the Wildcats there.
Yeah, it was. And good hustle, Jackson Notek, to go up and get that rebound and get his 2 points there, putting it back.
Even though he missed, it was a good shot by Vitt.
Yeah.
Good in and out passing.
3-point shot, no good by Crone, and here come the Wildcats the other way, trailing by 7. Skip pass, Notek. Drives against Hansen, little runner, count it. Jackson Notek, 4 quick points himself and cuts the Husky lead to 5 at 36-31.
Jackson Notek looking pretty smooth tonight too, Russ.
Yes, he is. Banks got himself under the basket, got his own errant pass. Long 3-point shot, no good. There by Tucker Dillon. And here are the Wildcats coming back the other way. Vitt in the lane, little hook shot. In and out, halfway down. It came back out. Here comes Dalton Banks the other way. Kick pass, Noah Hansen, 3-point shot. Count it. 39-31 Huskies. Wildcats break the press. Here's Notek driving against Hansen. Pull up, 15-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound. Ryan Spafford can't come out of there with it. Dalton Banks does. He'll go coast to coast behind the back pass to Crone. Crone with the layup.
Pistol Pete Maravich like right there by Dalton Banks.
Yes, it was. Sweet little move, under control. Good pass.
The only other Dalton I know is Dalton from the movie Roadhouse, played by Patrick Swayze. He wasn't a bouncer, Russ. He was a cooler. And Dalton Banks playing pretty cool tonight for the Huskies.
Yes, he is. That might have been the coolest pass we've had tonight. No tackle drive himself. Got the bunny. 41-33 Huskies. Here's Crone. Going to walk it up. Todd Marks, coach of the Huskies, shouting out some directions there for the offense. The senior guard, Jack Crone. Back to Banks. Coach Campbell clapping, trying to get some defense here. Here's Banks posting up on Feiereisen. Good help, Jackson Notek. He blocks that shot out of bounds. It'll stay with the Huskies. Couple subs in.
Shout out from Jackson Notek's grandparents down in Arizona. They said, "Go Cats."
There you go. Hansen, three-pointer off the front iron, no good. Belargin rebound. Fireisen pushes it up to Terrell. Fireisen will drive. Good bucket, good recognition. Blocked away there by Hansen. Cross-court pass, Banks. Thinks about the three. Will drive in the lane. Knocked away by Notek. Good quick hands defensively. And here comes Belargin. Quick pass inside from Taylor Terrell, the Peyton Flood, but it goes out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds off a Husky. It'll stay with the Wildcats. 12:40 to go in the ball game. 41-33. Entry pass under our own basket. Notek can't handle it. Knocked away, and here comes the Huskies. Traveled by Noah Hansen.
41-33. Huskies on top by 8.
Pretty clean game here in the second half. Greg, only one foul on either team, and that's one on the Huskies so far in half number 2. Wildcats break the press. Here's Fireisen back out top, being guarded by number 22, Carter Hesselman. Fireisen backs in the lane. Nice move, Adam Fireisen. Nice spin. Use of the body. Cuts the lead to 6. And timeout, Huskies.
Yeah, that timeout by Coach Campbell was very effective.
Yes, it was. We just got a little views update, Greg, and word on the street is we're way ahead of the experience.
Well, maybe we knew what we were doing with all the people that were trying to log in, and we were down for the count,
That might have been it.
Sitting on the mat.
And that's exactly what Ariel Levesters threw in his guess on DeMarco Murray on the Sooner. But
it's a good guess, but incorrect.
Yeah, no.
I think DeMarco's just a little younger than AP, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Maybe 2010 or
probably 10.
Yeah.
And he says we're way ahead on views, and he also thinks it might be people trying to log in multiple times may have helped.
Maybe we knew what we were doing.
I think so.
The subtle genius of Russ Blasius.
And Gregory Eugene Peters fumbling around up here like a couple of misfit toys from Rudolph.
Well, there was a dentist in that episode, and there's a dentist's son that's having a pretty good game tonight in Jackson Notek. Or former dentist, I guess. Tim's a former.
Yes,
did he retire already?
He's former. I believe he has.
True story, I was playing rec league basketball. You may have been in that game. We were men's league rec basketball, and Tim accidentally knocked a guy's tooth out. Gave him a freebie the next day. Fixed it.
Yeah, I had just about removed that memory from my bank, but
speaking of banks, we'd like to say thanks again to First National Bank for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Yes, we would. Thank you, folks. Jeff and gang at First National Bank. And Huskies, after the timeout, trying to extend their 6-point lead. Good timeout by Coach Todd Marks. The Wildcats had a little momentum there. And they're going to pull it out and set up a little defensive scheme here. Back in the game, number 24, Tucker Dillon. And Nick Thompson for the Huskies.
Wildcats down by 6, just over 11 minutes left in the ball game.
Drive and dish. Hansen will drive himself, and good ball movement, good aggressive takes to the bucket by the Huskies, Greg. When they go to the basket, they go with
authority.
With authority. Yes, they do. Adam Fireisen. It's one thing we've recognized on Adam's game this year from his sophomore year last year. He also goes to the bucket with good authority this year.
I was actually going to say that a little earlier, that when he went to the basket and he scored his last 2 points there a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Adam Fireisen is playing with a lot more confidence this year, no doubt about that.
Yes, he is. We talked to him last week, or a couple weeks ago. He was player of the game, and we talked to him about that. And he just alluded to the fact that coming off his sophomore year last year, which he played very well and under control, he's just more more confident and in his abilities in his game, and feels like he's in a good spot here this year as a junior, and he's playing very well.
Yeah.
Wildcats got a nice deep team when you look at it, Greg. They're going about 8 deep tonight so far.
Some good young players, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Peyton Flood, sophomore. In comes a freshman, Zach Johnson. Fireisen's a junior. Terrell's a junior.
Pony Boy's going to sit down and take a break.
Pony Boy. I think that's better than Peyton 100-year Flood, don't you?
Yeah.
We should ask the boys what they have for nicknames for each other. That might be better than us trying to come up with them. Crone, 3-point shot up and good. Jack Crone, senior point guard for the Huskies, extends the lead to 9 at 46-37. 10:15 to go in the ball game. Taylor Terrell thinks about a three. Good defense there by Tucker Dillon. And Aaron Belarja, nice shot right inside the top of the key. Count it, 2-point bucket, 7-point lead.
Wildcats hanging around. They're hanging around, Russ.
Jalen Williams back in the game for the Huskies. 6'4" senior. Crone, long 3-point shot out top off the side of the iron, no good. Fireisen gathers the miss, and here come the Wildcats trying to cut into that lead some more.
Textbook blocking out on the defensive glass by Terrell.
3 seconds.
Husky crowd getting a little anxious for a 3-second call. I'll be the one that calls that.
No-Tech heard him, too, because as soon as the fan said it, he got out of there.
Oh, Taylor Terrell feeling it again. Knocks it down, and it's just like that. It's a 4-point Husky lead, 46-42.
Taylor Terrell with his second three-pointer on the night.
Nothing looks too out of sorts with his shot tonight, Greg. Crone gives it back to Hansen, guarded by Fireisen. Ariel Levestru's also texted me to say that Jackson No-Tech and Noah Hansen played on the same AAU ball team this past summer.
No doubt know each other very well.
Yep.
Know some of the ins and outs of each other's game.
8 minutes, Crone, top of the key, three off the back iron, bounces around, doesn't get the bounce. Battle for the rebound. Zach Johnson out of there with a foul on the Huskies.
Great hustle by Zach Johnson.
Absolutely. And right now it's 46-42 Huskies. And looking at the scoreboard, Greg, 3 team fouls on the North Huskies and 0 team fouls in the second half on your River Falls Wildcats. So apparently my subliminal message to the officials at halftime made it down there.
It worked.
Yeah.
You looked pretty official when you went down there with a tie, too. They might have thought you were from the WIAA.
Ball knocked around, nearly stolen. Zach Johnson comes out of there with it. Drive dish. Taylor Terrell fired up. 3 shots. Count it.
Terrell from way downtown.
And he is Taylor Splash Terrell tonight, without a doubt. That's 3 for 3, if I'm keeping the books correctly. And once again, when we do not have a statistician, we only have to be within 20-25% of accuracy there.
I think you're in that ballpark.
Yeah. Near turnover by Hansen. He kept his hand on top of the ball. And Coach Todd Marks wants to talk about it again for the Huskies. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. And the Wildcats have cut that lead to 1, Greg. Good series there. Good couple series for the Wildcats. Taylor Terrell knocking down a couple 3 balls. And here is the 50-50 raffle.
Yeah, Wildcats taking a lot since that timeout. Taking care of the ball, knocking down threes. That's a good combination.
Absolutely. Fun to see. And no panic, no letdown in the Wildcats. Just sticking with it. Got down 9, hanging right in there. Cut it to 1. Right now it's 7:44 to go in the ballgame. We apologize. We don't have Coach Campbell mic'd up tonight either. We had a hard enough time with the.
We had a hard enough time miking ourselves up.
And getting a picture out to you folks. It doesn't seem that hard, but
you live and you learn.
Yeah, you do. Could have been a little sabotage by the experience.
There's going to be an investigation.
Yeah,
will be ongoing.
Yeah, there might have to be a meeting at the U-Bomb on this.
Could have been some,
Shenanigans. Let's see if we can't get a score update on the girls' game. Oh, by God, we're just like that, asking ye shall receive. Dalton Banks, he'll drive down the lane against Terrell, draws the foul on the way up.
I predicted a 17-point victory for the Wildcat girls team tonight.
And right now, the girls are down 34-23. I don't know the time period of that, but I'm sure we can find that out. Banks can't convert on the first free throw. It's a 2-shot foul. I would stand up, but this table's fairly close to me.
It's got good back support.
It does. And he goes 0 for 2 at the line. Zach Johnson, freshman, out of there with the rebound, knocked away. Oh, ball out of bounds. Belargin couldn't save it. It'll go to the Huskies.
For a brief second, I thought Belargin had a heads-up play, and
I did too.
Threw it off the leg of the Husky.
The Husky fans up here next to us getting a little anxious. Hanson will drive left, up and under. Good move, bucket, count it, and foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hanson's going to be playing at the next level, and there is no doubt about that either.
Yes, he is. Scorer's mentality, and he takes it to the hole.
Ponyboy Peyton Flood now in the game for the Wildcats.
Aaron Belargin going to get a break. And I did not see who that foul was on, but I think it might have been on Aaron. Hanson converts the 3-point play, and it's now a 4-point lead. Huskies nearing the 7-minute mark in the second half. Adam Feierheisen going to bring it up. The Huskies drop into the half court, 1-3-1. Looking to trap in the corner. They had it. Here's Feierheisen. Entry pass, just a little too hard out of range for the cutting Zach Johnson. Good idea. Just didn't execute it. And here come the Eau Claire North Huskies. 4-0 on the season, looking to extend that to 5-0. Ooh, another walk.
Yeah, got away with a
Aaron
travel.
Hanson got away with an NBA-style move there.
He went over the river and through the woods.
Yes, he did, right to Grandma's house, which was the bucket. Count it, 51-45 Huskies. They missed one there, Greg. And this was the year I was going to be a little kinder, gentler. Oh, Taylor Terrell, I thought he was going to go up with it for his 4th three-pointer, but he did not. The River Falls still with possession. Zach Johnson back out. Flood, Notek, long three-pointer, top of the key, bounces around, can't get the roll. Jalen Williams, good seal out. And Huskies come back the other way. Dalton Banks, a sophomore, back out to Crone. 5:50 to go in the ball game. Coach Todd Marks of the Huskies says, pull it out, let's work the offense. Williams to Banks. Banks spin move in the lane, little runner, too hard. Notek rebound. Wildcats trying to cut into that 6-point Husky lead. Taylor Terrell, skip pass, Notek, three-pointer up. Jackson Notek, count it. NDSU recruit hits a big one, 51-48. Huskies at the 5:26 mark. Coach Zach Campbell says, let's talk about it, boys.
That was a big three by Jackson Notek.
Yeah, it sure was. It's a big shot by the senior forward, senior everything. Knocks it down. Brother Jake dialed in to us somewhere. I think one game last year he was dialed into me and Freddie in a hammock in Cambodia or somewhere. We asked to see the scenery and he took a selfie and we're like, not of you. Show us where you're watching. $51-48, Greg.
5:26 left in the game.
Give another quick shout out and thank you to the friendly folks at First National Bank of River Falls. Thank you for your community support and sponsorship of the Cube. Oh, near steal, Notek, and he's called for the foul. Notek didn't agree. That's a second foul on him. And it's 3 team fouls apiece for the Huskies and the Wildcats. Just got an update. The River Falls girls are down by 13, 41-28 with 7:52 to go, and that is to Eau Claire Memorial. Crone, little up and under, dipsy-do move, a little out of control, maybe lost control of the ball on the way up. Either way, ball back to the Wildcats. Here's Zach Johnson, freshman, in the game at the some crucial moments here. Fireisen gets it to Ponyboy. Back to Fireisen. Huskies out of that zone and back man-to-man. Aaron Hansen. Oh, yeah. Taylor splash. Oh, just off the side. It won't go. And here come the Huskies.
Nothing wrong with that shot.
No, you got to take that. He's 75% right now in three-pointers.
Had the hot hand.
Yes, he did. Huskies content to run a little clock here. Jack Crone back out. Jalen Williams. He'll drive against Notek and a travel as he looked to dish it back out. Jalen Williams, senior forward for the Huskies with the turnover. Ball back to the Wildcats. Taylor Terrell and his Wildcat teammates looking to either cut the lead to 1 or tie it up with a 3-ball.
If fans out there watching this game think there's an earthquake going on in the north part of Eau Claire, it's not an earthquake. It's once in a while somebody walks by the bench here and the camera shakes.
There is a nice move by Fireisen. Gathered up the miss and put it back up himself. I think he was fouled on the first one, no call, but regardless, he got his 2-point bucket, and the lead is won by the Huskies, 51-50. Your River Falls Wildcats not going away quietly. Here's Crone underneath.
3:50 left in the ball game.
Yeah, shot blocked. Notek and Zach Johnson, the freshman, played great defense, keeping his feet. Entry pass, flood, up, bucket, count it. Lead Wildcats 52-51, 3:33 to go in the ball game, and Coach Todd Marks of the Huskies wants to talk it over. What a nice series and a nice couple 3 minutes there by the River Falls Wildcats, Greg.
Great entry pass by Jackson Notek, and an even better job by Ponyboy Peyton Flood to find the open area down. He found the hole in the defense.
Yes, he did. He went up strong. Got the roll, count it, back in the game for the Wildcats. Coming in is Mike Vitt. And the Wildcat fans trying to create a little excitement and cheerleader energy here. Yeah, there's one thing you don't see anymore in high school athletics much, do you? Is cheerleaders.
They have a bunch of them here tonight. They were all wearing Santa hats, but they left. They performed at halftime and they took off.
They got the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you once again, everybody, for joining in on the Cube.
The cheerleaders took off, and so did the Husky lead.
So the Husky mojo left the building. It's a Wildcat lead, 3:32 to go in the ball game, 52-51. Neither team in foul trouble. No one's close to getting into the bonus. Still, each team would need 4 fouls. Only 3 on each team at this point, and the Huskies will inbound it. Got to go the length of the court. Here comes the sophomore Dalton Banks bringing it up. Over to, no, he keeps it himself. Drives on the baseline, guarded by Adam Fireisen. Drives in the lane, ball knocked away. It's off of, yes it is, it's off Dalton Banks. Ball to the Wildcats. Great defense by the junior guard, Adam Fireisen. Good body position, held his position there. Banks lost his footing and fell down. Ball went off his foot out of bounds. Here come the Wildcats the other way, looking to extend that lead, 52-51 right now. Taylor Terrell, Mike Vitt, Ponyboy Flood, Adam Fireisen, and Notek in the game. Entry pass Notek. Little turnaround, 11-footer, count it. Over the top of Aaron Hansen, his running mate in AAU ball, but tonight he says, I'll put one down over the top of you, friend.
You know what blonde-haired guy used to do fadeaways like that back in the 80s and early 90s?
Little guy from French Lick, Indiana.
That looked Larry Bird-like on
Yes,
that
it did.
little shot from Jackson Notek.
Aaron Hansen goes up strong. He's fouled by Notek. Good strong drive again. He got around Peyton Flood. Good help by Notek. Basket wouldn't go, but he's fouled, and it looks like he'll go to the line for 2. Yes, it did. That was very circa 1979.
I'm going to tell you
80.
what, Jackson Notek gets that shot down throughout the rest of his high school career. That's unstoppable.
That's tough. Zach Johnson, the freshman, come back in the game for Mike Vitt.
That is an unguardable shot Jackson Notek has. The only way that they're going to stop it is if it doesn't go in. And they've been dropping for Mr. Notek tonight.
Yes, they have. Good ball game by Jackson. He's had some tight defense on him. He's made some good plays, had a few assists, and hasn't tried to force anything.
And he's being guarded by a college basketball player next year as well.
Wildcats break the press after the Husky free throws go in. Peyton Ponyboy Flood can't convert. Jalen Williams with a rebound. Here comes Crone for the Huskies. He'll pull it back out. Here's Hansen. Oh! Pass too hard off Dalton Banks. Hands out of bounds. 2:14 to go in the ball game. Wildcats 54. Huskies 53.
Great ball game tonight.
It's a pressure cooker here in the doghouse, Greg. Both teams playing pretty well. A few turnovers here and there, but all in all, two athletic and pretty evenly matched teams. One long pass across the half-court line, and here's the Wildcats setting up their offense. Quick hands of Dalton Banks knocks that pass out of bounds. Right at about the two-minute mark in the ball game. Wildcats going to inbound it on the sideline there. Throw it into the backcourt to Fire Eisen. He'll bring it up on Banks. Dalton Banks, very quick, plays good defense. There's Zach Johnson on the far side. Banks bodies him up there. Notek, long ways away from the basket, kicks it out. Wildcats are using some clock, lead by 1. Huskies going to have to start fouling at some point, Greg.
Got 1:40 left in the ball game.
And they trail by 1. And they'd have to get 4 fouls in to put the Wildcats to the foul line. Taylor Terrell going to have to dribble, do something with it. And timeout. Zach Campbell, good recognition. Husky fans wanted 5-second count.
That was a great timeout by Coach Campbell.
Yes, it was.
What's the guys that were just on the court? What years are they? So
For the Wildcats?
Fryer Eisen's a junior.
Yeah, Terrell's a junior.
Junior. Ponyboy's a sophomore.
And Zach Johnson's a freshman.
And Jackson Notek's a senior. So we got senior, freshman, junior, sophomore,
2 juniors.
and 2 juniors.
Yep. That's a nice problem to have.
The reason I asked that is I was just checking, when you kind of late in the game sometimes the younger guys get a little bit more
That's right.
a little bit more stressed out than somebody that's sort of been there, done that.
I was just going to say, you look at that, you got the freshman in the game at crunch time against the North Huskies. You got a sophomore. That's good things to see going forward for the Wildcat team. We'll see how it plays out here. A minute 24 to go in the ball game. I believe the Huskies are ranked in Division I basketball in the state of Wisconsin as well.
Well, I mean, if they have three of their 4 starters back, and they got to the state title game.
No, they were one game away of going to the state in their sectional final. They lost.
Section finals.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But they lost to the eventual state champ, Stevens Point. I don't know what they're called, but I'm going to go with the Pointers. But I don't think that's it.
Well, Stevens Point, that's where Vitt moved from.
Ball stolen away by Dalton Banks. He'll go to the hole and out it. The sophomore with a big defensive play. Steele converts on the layup. And it's 55-54 Huskies. The crowd like that one, not the River Falls crowd. So let's go Wildcats with answer. Notek 3-point shot up. The senior takes it. Count it. 57-55, a minute to go. Jackson Notek, big 3-point shot there by the NDSU recruit. Yeah, that's why he's going to play for the Bison. Dalton Banks drive against Fireisen. Won't go. Jalen Williams with a couple tries at the putback. Can't get it. Tucker Dillon, 3. In and out. No good. Williams fouls it up. And he is fouled on the way up on the putback.
43 seconds left in the game.
And that is the 4th foul on Jackson Notek, Greg, with 43.7 to go.
That could be a factor coming down the stretch.
It could. Jalen Williams off the front iron, no good. The Huskies have, I don't know what the percentage is, but they've missed a few free throws. They left some points out there. Good for the Wildcats. Here's Williams trying to convert, cut the lead to 1 if he does. The shot is up by the senior. That one looks better. It bounces around and in. And the Wildcats are going to have to inbound it, bring it the length of the court, and there's that pressure by the Huskies. Ponyboy gets it across to Taylor Terrell. He'll kick it back out, and we got a hard foul on Terrell. About 28 feet away from the basket. That's only the Huskies' 4th team foul with 38 seconds left. Wildcats lead by 1. This Dalton Banks guarding the inbound pass as he stole one as they inbounded it last time. Cross-court pass to Taylor Terrell. Nearly a travel, but they didn't call it. Here's Terrell, picks it back up. Peyton Flood throws it off Crone and out of bounds.
He didn't travel.
No.
He didn't travel.
No. I got to stand up for this, Greg.
Please do.
Yeah, see?
Please do. Jeez, I just noticed your tie. That's a great tie.
See that? Yeah.
The Tasmanian Devil.
Why not? A little,
Well, I'll tell you what, the Wildcats need some Tasmanian Devil-like offensive cuts here in the next couple of possessions.
30 seconds to go in the ballgame. Entry pass, Notek, dunk, count it! 59-56 Wildcats. 20 seconds to go in the ballgame. Aaron Hansen,
The
three-point
deuce,
shot.
the deuce is loose. Jackson Notek with a huge 3 to put him up 2.
Throw it down, young man.
And
what
then a monster dunk.
What a great inbounds play. If that's drawn up by Coach Chris Harmon or Coach Zach Campbell, great job, gentlemen, because we had set that up, Gregory, with Notek screening and throwing the ball back court to Fireisen consistently throughout the game. And, in fact, they've done that for the last few years as Coach Zach Campbell at the tutelage, at the helm. What a great opportunity to call that play right there, and it worked to perfection.
I tell you what, and you can draw up plays, but the players still have to execute them, and the Wildcats did just that.
They
Jackson
did.
Notek with a laser streak to the goal for putting down the flush.
That's going to the hole hard and with authority. Throw it down there, big fella.
So,
3-point lead.
Great to see, which is a good thing, too. Jackson Notek stays pretty even keel, whether they're up or down. But kind of nice to see the kids get excited, too, in a big game like this.
Absolutely. This has been a fun game.
I zoomed up on him. I got a good shot of that.
Boy.
Yeah.
I think Dad Tim liked that one. Yeah, he's liking his popcorn, too, though. He's enjoying his popcorn down there, Papa Tim. Popcorn looks pretty dang good. 59-56. Wildcat lead, 23.3 to go. Mike Vitt back in the game for the defensive pressure for the Wildcats here. Jack Crone get inbound it. Here's Dalton Banks. He's got to go. He goes to the hole. He's fouled on the way in. About free throw line extended. Still, that's only 16 fouls on the Wildcats. There's no free throws yet. 19.8 to go in the ballgame. 59-56. Inbounding it under
Wildcats
the own basket.
up by 3.
Jack Crone, senior guard, inbounding it. Mike Vitt guarding him. Oh, a good entry pass into Hansen. He can't convert. He goes back up with the putback and scores it. And here's Vitt trying to inbound it. Throws it to Fireisen. Foul. 1 point Wildcat lead at 59-58. 8.3 to go. That's only the 15th foul on the Huskies. They're going to run out of time, Greg.
Say when Adam Fireisen gets that ball where he got it, it's turn and go.
I think if I were Coach Campbell, I'd send Adam Fireisen to the other end of the court so that Dalton Banks is not guarding anybody around the inbounds pass. And it's into Fireisen. Foul. Aaron Hansen is still, that's only 16 fouls on the Huskies. 7.5 seconds to go. 1 point Wildcat lead, 59-58. Husky fans a little hushed all of a sudden.
Another timeout.
Timeout on the floor. Timeout River Falls. Entertaining game.
And I didn't actually see who whether it was a River Falls timeout or a North. But if it was, I think it was River Falls.
I do too.
That was an outstanding timeout called by Campbell as well. This is the comes down to be the play of the game right here. And you get the ball in bounds, and your chances will go up considerably at winning this ball game.
Absolutely. And looking if the scoreboard is correct, Greg, the Wildcats are out of timeouts. The Huskies have 1.
7.5 seconds left in the ball game. Wildcats up by 1. Coach Zach Campbell drawing up an inbounds play to get the ball in. Best thing you can do as a Wildcat, if you secure the ball on the inbounds, get it and go to our end of the court.
Absolutely.
And because there's only 7 seconds left, so they gotta catch you.
They do.
And then once they catch you, they're gonna foul you. And then by that time, they're probably going to be realistically, it's going to be tough for them to, it's going to be a heave.
Very entertaining game, and I must
North
think that Dalton Banks must have 4 fouls if he's not in the game right now. Back in the game is 22 Bennett Mayer, Tucker Dillon, Aaron Hansen, Jalen Williams, and Crone. Into Notek, fouled by Hansen. Notek will go to the line looking to convert. And back in the game is Dalton Banks. Notek going to the foul line, trying to extend this lead to 3 if he can convert on the 1-and-1. 6.4 to go in the ball game. Husky fans on their feet across the gymnasium floor trying to make some noise here. Notek, senior. The first is up, and it's good. Jackson Notek calmly knocks down the first of the 1-and-1. 60-58. Wildcats, 6.4 to go. Trying to extend that lead to 3 with a make. Huskies have 1 timeout left. Crowd extending that noise. Notek calmly converts on the second, and the Huskies are going to have to go to the length of the court and convert on a 3. Todd Marks says, let's talk about it. (61-58), 3-point River Falls Wildcat lead at the Doghouse at Eau Claire North High School, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Russ Blasius and Greg Peters bringing it to you on the cube after some technical difficulties early. But we're alive and well right now, Gregory.
You know what? Good things come to those who wait.
Yes, they do, and I'm thinking the same thing might be on the way home.
Brian Sinaraski always tells me big things come in small packages. I don't know where he got that from.
Oh, that's Brian Sinaraski.
He wanted, if he ever does a Q game with me, he wanted our team name to be Steak and Eggs.
Steak and Eggs?
Because he's going to put the meat on the table, and I'm going to scramble up the fun.
I like it. I'd pay to hear that.
We almost had a trifecta tonight with
That'd have been
yourself,
nice. That'd have been nice.
Me and him.
Yeah. Inbounding it for the Huskies is number 24, senior Tucker Dillon. And they're trying to position some players down the end of the court, some right in here, and they get it right to Banks. He'll bring it up quickly. Crossover, pullback, 3-point shot. Oh, off the back iron, no good, and the Wildcats escape with a 61-58 victory over the Eau Claire North Huskies.
Heck of a ball game right there, ladies and gentlemen.
What a great game. Pretty well played, evenly matched teams.
I have a feeling that's not going to be the last time, and
absolutely,
these two teams are going to have a tight ball game this season.
We're going to see this team again later in the year at the River Falls High School Gymnasium. Nonetheless, River Falls escapes the doghouse with a 61-58 victory. Nice win, Coach Campbell and the gang. What a great victory. Father Jeff Fireeisen liked that one. I agree, Jeff. That was a good one.
Do you want me to go have somebody come up here?
I think we got that on the docket already. Coach Campbell is just going to send someone up, I think.
Okay.
I'll give
him my headset, and
we'll see what we get here. Maybe not. I'll try to get his attention. Looks like the boys are headed to the locker room, so maybe they're not tonight.
We'll hang out for just a little longer.
We'll see what we got. See if Coach Campbell's going to send anybody up.
Just a second here.
Maybe we'll get Coach Mark Vreezy. You going to try to get their attention? Not tonight for player of the game, but we may get a mother. It looks like we might get Paula Fireeisen to come up. Jeff? No? I don't think we're going to get any parents to come up, Greg.
Jeff Ricksman's right there. April and Jeff Ricksman.
Oh, Crystal Notek's coming up.
Hold on, let me... Here, go over there. Go as far over there. Here you go, Russ.
There you go, Crystal. We'll have you get those on. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
All right, I can hear you too. We'll have you maybe put that a little closer, but I think we're good overall. Hey, Crystal, you just have you take a little peek there right into the old camera. How about that for a Christmas present?
Awesome, absolutely awesome. What a great game, great play, great teamwork,
Absolutely.
Great coaching, great fans, great announcers.
No, we have a lot of fun. This is the first one that Gregory Eugene and I got to do together, which we're happy to do. We had a little problem early, but we got the game up and running eventually. I got to say, this is probably the toughest defense put on Jackson all year. They played him pretty tight. I got to give him credit. He maintained his composure, did a lot of good things other than scoring, so kudos to him on that.
Thank you.
What do you think the future holds for this team as we look forward going? We got one more game before Christmas and then a little break. So what's your outlook, Crystal, as a mother sitting up here in the stands?
Hey, as a mom, we're going to keep going. They are playing great teamwork. I'm so proud of all of them. They just are really gelling. I think they've got great leadership with their coaching staff. And I tell you, I think these guys are unstoppable. We're going to state this year. I'm like predicting that for sure.
I like the enthusiasm. Gregory Eugene, I know you don't have a headset, but Crystal says we're going to state this year, and I'm not going to doubt you because this team they're playing very well together. When you look at the team we had on the floor in the last minute and a half of this very tight game, you had a freshman, a sophomore, 2 juniors, and your son Jackson, so that's good things going forward for this team as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We're super excited.
Lost a tough one last Friday at Rice Lake, but bounced back with this one to a very good Eau Claire North team. So
really good team.
Kudos to the team, to Coach Campbell and his staff. And we'll see you Thursday night.
Thank you. Yeah, great job. Hi to my mom and dad in Arizona and my kids across the country.
we got a text from Jake. So,
did you? Yeah, but thank you. And great teamwork. So great group.
Hey, maybe since I have you, I didn't get a chance to ask Jackson this, but when I interviewed him a couple weeks ago, my last question was going to be, if you guys are playing a family game, a horse at home between Jake, Jackson, and Lexi, who wins?
Lexi, probably.
That's what I said. Yeah. All right.
All right. Take care. Thanks so much.
Crystal.
Thank you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
Thank you. All right, Gregory, we're going to put a bow on this baby at Christmas time and wrap it up. Wildcats 61, Eau Claire North Huskies 58. Big victory. Good way to go into the Christmas holiday season. Thank you, folks, for joining us, and good night.